When loyalty runs so deep that it becomes indistinguishable from identity, you can find yourself becoming the protector of everyone except yourself. The work, the family, the legacy, the people you love, the empire you built with your own hands. All of it protected, all of it guarded, all of it held. And then one day, quietly, without announcement, you realize the one thing that never made it onto the protected list was you. Welcome to the October Sundays Collective. When Broadway calls, you answer. And that is exactly what Kandi Burruss did. This is not something new. Kandi Burruss has always been known as a woman who answers the call and rises to the occasion. Known for taking on tasks that would frighten most. Known for showing up when the room needs someone and delivering at a level that makes it look effortless even when it is not. So when the opportunity came to take on a starring role in & Juliet, a pop musical about a woman who refuses the ending written for her, right in the middle of the most personally turbulent chapter of her life, it must have felt like exactly what was needed. Her marriage was ending, the filing was coming, and Broadway was calling. And she said yes. 8 shows a week. A story about a woman who refuses the ending written for her. Performed by a woman who had just decided to refuse the ending written for her. She said later that the show was helping her, that getting on that stage every night was doing something for her that she could not yet fully articulate. What it was doing was giving her back her own voice. Because here is what 30 years of protecting everything around you cost a woman. It cost her the sound of herself, the specific frequency of her own wants, her own story, her own truth told in her own words without being filtered through what is defensible, what is appropriate, and what will hold up under scrutiny. Kandi Burruss has been one of the most documented women in American entertainment for over a decade. 14 seasons of cameras, every argument, every business decision, every family dinner, and every moment of friction with her mother, every moment of doubt about her marriage, all of it archived, all of it available for replay. And in all of that footage, in all 14 years of it, you almost never hear Kandi tell her own story on her own terms. You see her respond. You see her navigate. You see her protect and de-escalate and produce and hold together. But the story always belonged to the show, to the season, to the arc that was being built around her. She was never the narrator. She was always the subject. Until now. She has a one-woman show coming. She named it herself. Kandi. I do, I did, and I'm done. That title is the most honest thing she has said in 30 years of public life. Not the most dramatic, and not the most quotable. The most honest. Because it does not perform anything. It does not manage anyone's reaction. It does not position itself carefully inside what can be defended. It just says what happened. In order. In her own words. I do. I did. I'm done. She described the show as a creative expression of what she is feeling right now. Not what she felt, but what she is feeling. Present tense. A woman who spent 3 decades managing her emotions through work is now using the work to finally move through the emotions. That is not a small distinction. That is the difference between survival and living. And it is the same question this series has been asking from the very beginning. And she's not stopping there. The same capacity that built the Grammy, the restaurants, the empire, the marriage. That same fierce, methodical, I will make sure this does not fall energy finally pointed at the one structure she never got around to building. Herself. 6 words. 30 years. Her whole life in the only order that matters. I do. Everything she brought. The loyalty, the music, the marriage, the empire, all of it given within her whole self. I did. Not a failure, a completion. The moment she outgrew the chapter rather than the chapter breaking her. I'm done. Done performing a version of herself that the world found useful. Done waiting for permission to be the primary subject of her own story. Done standing at podiums holding other people's awards while the things she actually wanted waited patiently in the wings. One stage, one voice, her name on the marquee, her story in her own words. Kandi, I do, I did, I'm done. That is the most loyal thing Kandi Burruss has ever done for herself, and it is only the beginning. I'm KHB, strategist and author of The Defensible Life, the #1 new release in cognitive psychology and existentialist philosophy on Amazon. Welcome to the October Sundays Collective.